What's up, guys? Here's the first video of Tank's Garage. Um, Once again, I want to thank Vice Grip Garage, Junkyard Digs, a few other channels out there that's inspired me to do some stuff like this. On today's episode, first official video, so please bear with me because it's going to be a little stumbly, of course. We're going to do a winch upgrade on the daily driver. Got a Polestar winch, 13,000 pounds, and a bracket we're going to be installing on the front. It's going to maintain the factory bumper. So stick around and we're going to get to it. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to unbox this Polestar winch, see what all it looks like. The next step would be unboxing the mounting bracket to see if we need to do some assembly required. See what all that will entail. And once we figured out our game plan, we're going to go ahead and start pulling the front bumper off and start working on getting it mounted. So let's see what they got. All right, guys, let's see what we got in here. All right. Let's see. Get this out of the way. Woo. It's pretty beefy. This is a Polestar 13,000 pound winch. It seems to be pretty beefy. It's got a good significant amount of weight. I want to say that this is what they call a low profile, being how this isn't sitting on top, it's offset to the side, and the control module, I guess you could say, is a little bit shorter than you would normally see on the Badland winches and things like that. So far, very impressed with the quality. Really nice built. Looks like a very nice winch. Okay, guys. So our first step is to remove these T15 bolts to remove the hood release latch, to get it out of the way, because we have to remove this shroud, pull the grill, then drop the front bumper off. And the mount is going to be located in between the factory frame rails, where the tow hooks normally sit. I think this has a tow hook relocation spot, or it mounts with them, rather. We have to make a few cuts, do some modification to make it fit properly, and I am going to do my best to explain. Once again, this is my first video, so please bear with me. Also want to give a shout out to Mortsky Repair, Puddin's Fab Shop. Those guys really inspired me to start doing a YouTube. I do work a full-time job, so videos will be coming out very slowly. I am currently trying to find a project vehicle that me and my son can start building together, hopefully. So if you guys wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe. It's free, doesn't hurt you. It helps me out. And if I get enough subscribers, I'll start a merch line. But until then, please like and subscribe. And also, I apologize about the poor lighting. The garage is kind of dark. I don't really have a shop yet. So hopefully in time, all that'll change. Thank y'all. And let's continue with the video. So we have to remove these here little snap-in clips. Pretty straightforward. Just stick a flat screwdriver underneath it, lift that up, and then I normally either grab it with a pair of needle nose or just put my screwdriver underneath it, pop it right out. Take all those out, remove this. Then there's 4 bolts to remove the guard, the grill, and then we have to remove the bumper with this lower piece as well. All right, so we got this here cover taken off. This, I guess you could say, the plastic shroud that protects the radiator. So we're going to remove these 4 10mm bolts. No, sorry, 11mm bolts. Correction, it is a 10mm bolt. Once those are out, we should be able to grab this, pull it out. Let's see here. There are some plastic clips along this grill that you have to be very careful about. Normally you can just give them a little tug and they'll come off. I've never taken this grill off of this here new model truck, so not 100% sure how they come off. So give me a minute, let me figure that out, and I'll be right back with you. So on the bottom side, there's a 10mm bolt right here, which holds this lower plastic valance on. Then there's two 15mm bolts and one 15mm bolt, which is the bumper bracket that goes to the side mount. You have to remove that on each side, remove the 10mm bolts, and then we'll go up top and I'll show you what 4 or 5 bolts that needs to be removed up there. So behind this rubber piece, right underneath where the grill sits, is an 18mm bolt and a 13mm bolt that you need to remove. Also on the same side, you have to do, on the driver's side, you have to do the exact same thing. Okay guys, once that is removed, you have one wire connection right here, which I am assuming is like a wiring harness. Yes, a wiring harness for the 2 fog lights. And just work this little red lock back. Then depress, and there we go. Voila, the bumper is off, ready for us to start modifying the mounting brackets to accept the winch mount and start getting the winch in its proper placement. All right guys. Okay guys, according to the constructions here, it is telling me to take the def wheel and remove a piece of this here bracket, the factory mounting bumper bracket. You want to cut right along the bottom of this here hole, straight across, according to what the constructions are saying. So bear with me for a few minutes guys, let me get this done. Remember guys, you got one set of eyes, wear your proper PPE. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a welding cap. Not that I really necessarily need it, but I don't have much hair left and I want to protect what little bit I do have left. I don't think I'd look good with a bald head, so I'm trying to preserve what little bit I got left. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, be with you in just a second guys. I was going to, I guess you could say, freehand this, but you know, at least try to put a little square on it. You know, try to make it somewhat gooderish, as Mr. Beery would say. Now, all I have is a pencil, but I'm sure that would work. Get my little combination square set up here. Put my little line and chop her off. All right, guys. Okay, both brackets are now trimmed. Now we need to go to the actual bumper. There is some tabs that we need to cut off. I'm assuming it was the correlation, according to the constructions, of the two lower mounting bolts on the factory bumper. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to remove a portion of that. Remember, guys, when you are using a cutoff tool such as a Metabo or a grinder with a cutting blade on it, let the tool do the work for you. Do not put it in a bind. Do not force it, because they're very thin. They're made for high speeds, and you could potentially bind it up and cause the blade to explode, causing significant injuries. If you don't feel comfortable doing this type of stuff, have a professional shop doing it. I've been in the industry going on 12 years, so I'm comfortable. I use a Metabo pretty much on a daily basis. Like I said, if you're not comfortable doing this sort of things, let somebody professional do it, so you don't get hurt, prevent injury, or if you have it, wear a face shield. It can save your life. This is serious stuff. I am not a how-to channel. I am not a DIY channel, none of that. This is how I'm doing it, just for pure entertainment purposes. Normally I would just do this, but like I said, the few channels that I have listed or shout outed, they pretty much inspired me to start documenting my upgrades to my truck, trying to get projects done, things of that nature. Like I said, once again, I am not a how-to channel. I am strictly just doing this for pure entertainment, giving myself something to do, and hopefully go somewhere in the future with it. Like I said, if you're not comfortable doing these things, have somebody professional do it for you. Well, so this is how it mounts. Tucks underneath the factory frame horn. You can use 2 bolts on the top. Put your main bolt back through your tow hook, and then put the short bolt that mounts it right here. That is the 4 bolts that's called for. Same on this side. I accidentally put the winch on backwards, so I need to drop this off, flip it around, then we'll start working on putting the front bumper back. Okay guys, so now that it's mounted, bolted up tight, we are going to start to reassemble, putting the bumper back on, the grill back in. Once we have all that buttoned up, then we'll worry about the wiring. That's pretty straightforward, you know, one on red, one on black, you know, bada bing, done. So let's get to it. I am going to go ahead and just start putting it back together, and then once I get some progress, I will recap. If we run into any issues, I will pick you guys back up. But here we go. Okay, so it went back together pretty good. No big issues. A few little small alignment things, but we worked through them. Not a big deal. Now, my next task is to see where is the best location to run the leads back up to the battery. And then I need to cut the little hole out for the block. And then Bob is your uncle, man. She'll be done. I'll be back with y'all in just a second when I figure out something with the battery leads. So hold tight, guys. I've determined that we are having some fitment issues with the block and the piece that goes into the mount. It's just a tad bit too big. So instead of modifying this piece, which you can see kind of follows the factory lower valence, I really don't want to modify this to try to make it look as factory as possible, rather. So this piece is just aluminum. Got me some CAD here, some cardboard aided drawing. So I marked this out. I'm going to cut out my shape, and I'm going to trim it until it fits in there good. Once it fits in there good, I'll lay it on the back of this, trace it out, cut it off. Bob's your uncle. All right, guys, be right back. Well, guys, there you have it. It is installed. It functions. Doesn't look too bad. I think I'm gonna get a little bit of door trim put around here to kind of fill in the gaps, make it a little bit better. But overall, fits pretty good. It functions. Doesn't look bad. So I am happy with it. Well, guys, that concludes the first video of Tank's Garage. Like I said, please bear with me. This is my first ever video. I was inspired by Pole Barn Garage, Vice Grip Garage, Puddin's Fab Shop, Mortski's Repair, Junkyard Digs, a bunch of other channels that I watch. Like I said, I am trying to get a project car, so hopefully soon we will have more videos of revivals and actually trying to build a decent car. It's been a long day. Filming is a lot of work. I actually hope that I did okay for you guys. If you don't mind, please subscribe, like. It helps me out. And if you guys enjoyed this, maybe we can make the channel grow together. I'll start doing merch. We can go further and further. I know the videos will be coming in kind of slow. I do have a full-time job, so this is done on my spare time. Once again, I apologize about the lighting. It's kind of not great in here. As time goes on, hopefully we can get better with it, you know, better with videos, better with the lighting and everything. Like I said, this is not a how-to channel. This is how I did it. I'm not telling you to do it this way, so beware. But I actually had fun filming this for you guys. It was a little bit more of a challenge than I normally would just get out here and do it, get it done, you know, going about my business. It was a little bit of a challenge trying to get some angles, trying to explain things, trying to break it down so people can understand what exactly I'm doing. This winch here is a Polestar 13,000-pound winch, and the bracket is off of eBay. I think I had to modify it a little bit more than is actually required, but that's normal, right? You guys know. You know how that goes. But it worked. We got it on there. It functions. Got the wires ran up, tucked out of the way away from the radiator, attached to the battery, wireless remote. It functions just like it should. So thank you guys so much. And if you please do not mind, like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully there will be more content coming soon. Thank you guys. See you later.